Hello everyone, I am Dr. Kavitha Praveen, clinical psychologist and family therapist, working with families having troubled relationships for the past 15 years now. I work through my center located in Hyderabad. With drastic changes in the family unit, the children are silently affected. Young children need stable emotional environment to grow up in a healthy way. With increased family scenarios of high parental discord, single parenting, high noise levels at home due to arguments between the family members, step parenting, all these factors are affecting young children grow up in an emotionally healthy environment. On a day-to-day level, most of the parental time is whatever the little time that the parents could spend with their children it's basically going with getting them ready for the school, completing the day-to-day course with their full-time employments, shift systems. Most of the time the children are, or at least in significant families, the children are left to grandparents or caretakers and left in child care centers running 24 hours, and which they can definitely can't afford to meet the emotional needs of our children. Post hectic routine, the only options that are left in most of the homes are watching TV, viewing internet or video games, not only for children, even for adults. It is important that the parents take a little time post-school, after the school hours, immediately once the children come back home, 30 minutes to an hour spending with the children, making a habit of narrating their happenings at school, how it went on, what did they speak with the peers, teachers, about the free time, lunch time, how things went on, will give us as parents any clues that something not gone well on that particular day. The other way of spending the quality time by the parents is by engaging in after-school activities, being a partner in the child's after-school activities, be it an art kind of a class or a music class, whatever the child is interested in, and you can take that kind of time. Young children often have difficulty in expressing their troubled emotions, especially emotions like fear, tension, upset, being low. They often show it by becoming silent, crying or freezed out, and sometimes acting out. Subtle signs of bedwetting, nail biting happen, which also indicate an initial emotional disturbance. Children often start arguing with the parents over petty things, become oppositional. Their school performance will come down significantly even though they are very bright. They refuse to go to school and resort to being silent or non-cooperative with the adult. The other important aspect of concern is the bullying and teasing that happens at different social environments, be it school or home or other social environments where kids interact with their peers and sometimes even at home. The signs of stress will not be very evident, because children again unable to verbalize the stress that they go through. They often show it by not wanting to go to school or just being mum or silent. Often the parent might infer thinking that it's a new school or new school environment, or taking time to adjust with the new classroom setup, peers, teachers, and so on and so forth. Material benefits or material comforts alone does not complete our care for the young children. At different stages, developmental stages, children have specific emotional needs to be met. Babies require all-round care. Toddlers and preschoolers need to be spent more time in talking to them, increasing their vocabulary, whereas school-going children need more structure in their day-to-day activities. Inculcating good sleeping, eating and study habits is equally important. Coming to pre-adolescent and adolescent group, good value system is important. Keeping all these factors in view, we at our center, Manasvin Center for Marital and Family Therapy, as a team of music therapist, art therapist and clinical psychologist, have developed a 6-module special life skills program that can cater into all the areas of concern. I call it special because these are the modules that we have carefully selected based on keeping in view the current stressors that happen in day-to-day life of young children. This life skills program is focused on strengthening their coping mechanisms at a tender age so that they are more confident in facing the uncontrollable factors that happen in different settings. Children are exposed to violence, aggression, abuse of various kinds, which is not always controllable. So we have developed 6 modules keeping the above aspects in mind. The first module is focused on shy and socially inhibited children, equipping them with social skills, assertion and presentation skills, making them good listeners, able to face the social situations with less tension, identifying and focusing on their strengths rather than what they are not or limited with. The second aspect is working with aspects of related to bullying and teasing, the necessary skills that are required to face and handle bullying and teasing at various settings, and also becoming support systems for kids or peers going through bullying is the second area of concern that we'll be focusing at. The third aspect is helping young children focus, able to express their troubled emotions such as fear, tension, upset, helping them to develop the skill of feeling language, and so that the parent can understand what the child is going through and necessary steps can be taken at the earliest. The fourth aspect is focused on anger management, Anger is a very primitive emotion, an instinct of survival. Often children have difficulty in expressing anger. They become destructive, shouting, breaking things. It is important for the children to learn to express this anger as in a socially acceptable way, and focusing on anger management skills is one of the important area of concern. The fifth aspect is safety concerns. Children able to understand the risk environments, safe and unsafe environments, able to recognize the safe and unsafe touch from adults who are often known to the children in familiar settings, able to recognize as well as inform a safe adult so that the adult can take immediate steps before much emotional damage can be done to the children. The sixth and very important aspect is managing their day-to-day life, scheduling their day-to-day work in a more constructive way. At least one or two pleasant activities are included on a daily basis so that child's confidence level is maintained. Helping them in maintaining healthy habits of sleep, eating and hygiene habits and good study habits is the focus of the sixth module. 10 children are enrolled per batch, and we work as a team using the methods of skits, demonstrations, story narration and group scenarios. Young children are the children selected for this age group is 8 years to 13 years. The reason for selecting this age group, they are more flexible and malleable for the concept learning. To take this life skills program, the child need not show any indications of what I have mentioned so far. Life skills training will help them to become more confident and handle their day-to-day routines with positive self-concept. The selection process involves parent coming with the child and taking a brief interview with the training psychologist. It's a 20 hours intense training program where the child actively participates. I hope as parents you appreciate our services towards your young ones. And towards this, we are conducting a sensitization workshop on 29th of this month, June, on a Friday, morning 10 a.m. for 2 hours duration. Interested parents can attend the workshop and develop a better understanding of the life skills program. Thank you all. Keeping in view the busy schedule of the parents and the child's day-to-day life, we have designed the program in such a way that we carry it out on weekends, Saturdays and Sundays, 10 a.m. to 11:30, 1.5 hours over a period of 6 weeks, covering all the 6 modules. At the end of 6 weeks, a group parental session will be carried out to give the feedback on how to sustain the skills that the children have learned in their program. Thank you.